I'm here today actually in the atelier with Bruno Capolongo. It is a beautiful atelier, I must say, and your space is remarkable.
Even the studio was designed by me, right down to the finest details.
And you are making your way now currently as a full-time artist. What I find to be a most fascinating aspect of your work, and that is Kintsugi. And I wonder if you could share, please, the process, the meaning behind it, why you're attracted to it.
So I didn't even know about Kintsugi until 2014.
Oh.
And it was, I actually remember, when something happens and you remember it vividly. I opened an email and they used a beautiful Japanese bowl that had been broken and repaired in the Kintsugi because as an emblem of like rebirth, restoration, redemption, and also just on a technical level for me, I mean, as somebody who had been doing these multi-panel paintings as sort of an interim because of this desire to bring abstract and contemporary and very traditional elements together, that was, my method, using these very straight lines and almost like Mondrian, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then when I saw the Kintsugi, it's like, again, all these things just came together and I said, okay, this is going to make a major impact in my work. And so since 2014, my next solo show was all Kintsugi after that. And from then I knew that there's so many levels. So what is Kintsugi? So the story is that in the 15th century, a Japanese shogun damaged some of his prized chinaware, and he sent it back to China to have it repaired. It came back stapled together, and he was dismayed. Like, how can this be, the only way that we can do this? And so craftsmen found a much more beautiful way to mend that which was broken, and such that often these things are more beautiful for having gone through the trauma and going through just, the ins and outs of the wear and tear of life, shall we say, right? And so for me, that symbolism, if you like, that metaphor for life, as I've put it before, life throws chaos at us. Mm-hmm. We can make all the plans we want, but the fact is we're not in full control. And for me, that was important to understand, because with Kintsugi, there's an embracing of chaos. And so I literally start with chaos now, which is a completely different way of thinking for me. So to make sure that I embrace this idea that one need not control or even try to control everything in life, I literally start using chaos as a creative tool. And then I take the shattered panels and I work with it. I can't control it, but I can work with it. And so there's sort of this, play between chaos and control, and this sort of marriage. Beautiful. And that's what you have to do with your life, right? You pick up the pieces and try to make something beautiful. So whether it was an illness you had, whether it was a broken relationship, your attitude is everything, right? Mm-hmm. And, having come through an illness, now you're equipped to help others, for example. And you can find beauty and fulfillment in helping other people.
It's so beautiful, Bruno.
Kintsugi is sort of the umbrella method, but within Kintsugi, they break it down into other Yobutsugi, Makianoshi. These are different styles of Kintsugi. And each one of those is just rich with symbolism as well.
Wow. And so this one, for example, Bruno, is a bisque bowl.
Yep.
So has this been shattered and put back together?
So the bowl is actually fired in Italy, then brought to Canada. It's meant to be glazed, of course. I decided that I would try something a little different. Of course, gold, that's 22 or 23 karat gold. It's shiny, smooth. Of course, the sea glass, which I picked up on the Amalfi Coast in Italy, is shiny and smooth. And I thought, what a wonderful contrast. Let's try something different. Since then, everything else I've done on ceramic has been hand glazed by me, and or select pieces that I've shattered that are pre-existing ceramic pieces. But so I have done a number of three-dimensional pieces as well.
These are just exquisite. Congratulations for an absolutely beautiful art form. You're selling these out of your studio, I'm assuming?
Yep, I decided to go put aside pure abstraction, go towards representational, but find a way to blend them. And this has been an ongoing thing. I feel like Kintsugi has been one of the best things for me because it naturally blends them.
And Bruno, you're going to demonstrate for us your process to get from here to there.
To get to this, first you have to, have this panel, which I end up gluing, and this is an early stage, as you see, and it's really enjoyable because you have so little control. So rather than cutting and trying to plan, you just break it, and I'm going to do it, and you'll see.
Okay, there we go.
And you pick up the pieces, and the art begins.
You pick up the pieces, and the art begins. 22 karat gold?
I've used as much as 23 karat gold, and I use white gold, 22, 23, and I'll probably expand it because there's others available as well. You can get 24 karat gold as well.
Right.
I'm responding to the breakage, and then that suggests what I should do. I don't even know what I'm doing yet. I'll literally respond to
which is beautiful.
What shattered, right?
Which is beautiful.
Yeah.
So what actually will this look like when it's finished?
You know what? This is the wonderful reality, is that I no longer plan things so carefully forward, because Kintsugi has been this wonderful dynamic, so that as I create these 9 panels, I will not finish one and then have to make all the others match it. I will be making many at the same time, and eventually one will finish, and it'll be like a domino effect. So it's a wonderful kind of question mark to me too. But I'm looking to evolve the work. My work is always evolving.
Beautiful, beautiful. Wow, fabulous. Thanks, Bruno.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.